Hey Model Maniacs, Dirk here, getting ready to do that all-important kit review so that you, the model junkies, can make an informed decision on what kits you want to buy. Holy molded styrene, guys, we've got the next addition to Moebius Models Classic Batman series. Yes, this is the fourth in the series. Fourth of what, 6 I think it is? Fourth of 6 characters. And it's the boy wonder. It's fantastic. Been waiting on him for a while, and I'm happy as can be that he's here. Looking so forward to this kit. As you can see, it's got a nice, big, bright box, just like all the other ones. If you're familiar with the box, measures in at 15 inches tall. We're about 5 inches wide across the base and about 2.5 inches deep. So inside we've got a good amount of parts. Again, this kit is about 1/8 in scale. The box, as you can see here, got some nice graphics and stuff like that. Very colorful. It's unlike the other boxes that seem to have the actual model picture on the cover. This is kind of a rendition of it. This isn't the actual model. You can see the photoshopping in it and the dark lines around everything. It looks a little, actually it looks a little hokey, but still overall it's a very nice box. Then we get to the back. The back is very nice. As you can see here, I'll zoom in. This is an actual picture of the kit built up. Alright, that looks pretty cool. It looks like Burt Ward, if you ask me. Let's get in closer. Does that look like Burt to you? It looks like it to me. So, as you just saw right here, the figure is going to build up to about 9.5 inches tall. It comes with some decals supposedly inside. We'll have to check that out. And Robin comes in the ability to be in different poses. So that's kind of neat. So everyone that builds it might not be exactly the same. As you can see here, he's in a kind of clutching, they call it the punch pose actually, I believe, where he's clenching his, packing his fists together, as he did before they attacked all their villains. Then down here, you can see him in his Batarang pose. Okay, he's got the Batarang reaching the arm up. And then there's a third one that actually isn't covered on the box, is where he is actually got his hands kind of, instead of clasped together here, they're spread apart as like he's about to attack. So you've got some options here. You don't have to do just what's on the box. Very cool. So let's take a look and see what's inside this very, very cool box. Okay, here we are. Box is on its back. We're ready to go. Are you ready to look inside? I'm kind of excited. Okay. Box was sealed. I opened it up before we got on camera. I took apart all the parts took all the parts out of the bag so you don't hear the crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. That's so effing annoying on the videos. So now we just got a nice clean view. So hold on to your Batarangs. Here we go. So we pop the box. And my God, wear your sunglasses, because you are hammered by some really, really bright yellow plastic. And I have to admit, the first time I opened this up and I saw that bright plastic, my heart sunk a little bit, because it's just, but it can be covered in paint and primer and stuff like that. But like red plastic, it's usually kind of difficult to work. Can be difficult to work with, but let's not let that slow us down, shall we? Inside the box, we have 4 sprues of parts. Okay, 4 sprues like this, and we have a couple free-flowing parts, the 2 parts up here that are free-flowing, for a total of 33 parts. So let's take a look and see what we got when it comes to the parts. We're going to just move this stuff out of the way, give ourselves some room to work with. Pick out the very first brightly colored sprue of parts. We're going to zoom in for a closer look. Hopefully we don't get anybody too nauseous, but we're going to start with the Batarang. There is the classic style Batarang. Very nice, detailed and everything like that. We've got a stand here, and we've got his utility belt. Okay, that go around his waist. We got this very, very nice, very nice stand, or not stand, I'm sorry, placard, nameplate, with the classic Bat logo, and Robin in there as the boy wonder. Very cool. And we've got one of his arms here, okay? His arms are broken in half, or broken. They are molded in half. You got one, the inside, and then you got the outside. And as you can see, we'll zoom in here. And you can see he's wearing his glove there. You can see the definition of the glove, the tights on his arm, and then the shoulder of his actual uniform. This one here is our hands and arms sprue. You've got the different arms here for the different poses. So if he's going to do, I guess, the whatever ones these are, either the punch, the attack, or the batarang, you've got one set here, a left and a right. I'm not sure what this is over here. This is, oh, you know what this is a shoulder. Okay. We've got more hands and gloves here. Okay. The yellow plastic makes it kind of see the detail on a camera, kind of like when you see the stock white sprues, but oh look, he's thumbing a ride. So you can see you got plenty of hands and gloves. The back side, you can see how they join together. Actually, I'm just getting close here for a second. Friggin' camera. Looks like these parts are going to go together, and the seams should hide really well. That could be a very well engineered. We'll have to take them apart and see, obviously, but I think this will allow these parts to go together and really sit nice and snug and have probably virtually an invisible seam. That's going to make building it a lot easier. Next up, we've got his torso. We got the back of his torso. It's his back, shoulder, his buttocks down there, and we move over here to the front of his costume, which is very well detailed with the R, the stitching across the front with his collar and everything. It is very nice. Going down, don't get too excited, but there's his package. He's always known for his package, supposedly, in the backlot stories. But yeah, lots of nice detail. Actually, I think that's right there is a pose from his book. Just kidding. No, really it was, but I'm just joking around. We've got the back of his head here. Okay, you can see the back of his mask. The strap of his mask coming around. You see his hair, the detail, the part. Very well done. And then we've got the front, the face. Now, looks like he got taken out. But this is very deceiving. Okay? If I look at this, if I was to just pick this part up and look at it, I do not see Burt Ward there. But as we've seen with the other kits, the likenesses were incredible. And if we go back to our box, the back of our box, let me see if I can find it. That is the model. That is Burt Ward. So I'm pretty damn sure that when you do the painting and everything on this, it's going to look like Burt Ward. And just for those that were unsure why he's got a bullet hole in his head, that's for his mask. To hold his mask on. Okay? That's pretty cool. Last sprue is his legs. Okay, you got his left leg, his right leg. You've got these are the wings for his boots. You know, he didn't just have a little loafer here. He had these big old freaking wings on the sides that look kind of silly. Made him look like an elf. But that was a costume. You've got his mask. See there. Go down, you can see his muscles, and you can see all the detail. Moebius does absolutely a leader in models, figure models. Actually, all their models. They are just amazing in their stuff. I question their use of the yellow plastic, though. Last two parts, you've got your base. This base will interconnect with the other figures and their kits to form a rock-like base in the shape of the bat signal, which is really cool. And lastly, we have his cape. Cape is nicely done. You've got a seam line across the shoulders up here, which should disappear very, very simply with a little bit of a little effort there. And then there's another seam on the inside, right about here. A little bit more effort, but then again, this is the inside against his back. You probably won't even have to do anything if you don't want to. But that is that. The cape is very nice. Okay, very nice. Then we've got the instructions. Right, so we open it up, we've got our instructions. Typical, oops, let me back out a minute here, I'm sorry. Typical instructions for these kits, and they all folded up like such. A lot of information on the sides. It's got the box top on the front. You open her up, and it starts going to town and tells you how to build our figure. You've got pictures here, you've got descriptions on how it's done. Each picture is done here. Very well done. As you can see, we've got our different poses for Robin. We've got the batarang, we've got the punch, and we've got the attack. See how his arms are a little spread apart? Okay, so you can mold him in 3 different ways. Okay, but everything is here, very descriptive, yada yada yada. I like. In the end, you mount him to the base, you put his cape on, you've got him. It's got the paint callouts here, very helpful. Down here, it shows you where Robin fits in to the whole scheme of all the figures. Okay, right now we've got Penguin, just came out last month, I believe it was. We now got Robin, we got Batman, and we got Catwoman. So next we got, I don't know next, but yet to come out is the Joker, Batgirl, and Riddler. And then it's complete. Why they didn't do Mr. Freeze, I don't know, because I think Mr. Freeze was one of the bigger characters on the show too, so kind of disappointed at that. But anyway, that is that. That actually is the kit. That is all of it in one fell swoop. I hope you found this kit interesting. I know I sure did. I can't wait to start these kits. I've been holding off until I get a little bit more experience with figures because I really want to do these right. And I don't feel I have the skill yet, but they are beautiful kits. I've seen people do them, and they've done some amazing work out there, so I have no doubt that it can be done, and rather well. So anyway, that's the kit. Suggested retail price is around $33. I got mine online. There's different retailers that have it. I usually get my kits like these from Cult TV Man, but you can find others. They're all over eBay, Amazon, stuff like that. There are no more hobby shops in my area, so you can't get them in the hobby shops, at least in my area. If you're lucky enough to have one, they probably have them. So, but that's the kit. I hope this helps. Next time you see this kit online or somebody building it on YouTube video or something like that, and you decide you want to do one yourself, you now know what they look like inside the box, and you can make your informed decision. And if you want to spend your hard-earned cash on this kit, personally, yes, go for it. I mean, I haven't built it yet, but it is just a gorgeous, gorgeous kit like the others. So, till next time, guys, be strong.